Hello and welcome back to Meal Prep 101. I'm Laura Bazant, a health and body transformation coach, teaching people how to transform their lives through exercise, self-care, and healthy eating. As stated in modules 1 through 3, I have found meal and snack prep to be essential to keeping up with my family's nutritional needs and goals. During module 4, you'll learn a few more tips and tricks to be successful when you meal prep. I will also be reviewing the techniques that we discussed in modules 1 through 3. So there's no right or wrong way to food prep. The options are endless when it comes to prepping food ahead of time. So there's really no right or wrong way to do it. Basically, it just comes down to making time and getting it done. However, just like any weight loss strategy, to be sustainable, it needs to fit into your lifestyle. So basically, this means to do what works for you. If the only thing you want to prep each week is hard-boiled eggs, then that's fine. Or maybe you find it helpful to make mason jar salads, buffalo shredded chicken, and a couple of slow cooker kits. Whatever meets your needs. Don't get bogged down in thinking that it has to be done a certain way. Just do it whatever way works for you so that you have something accomplished to help you throughout the week. It's also very important to remember that I've been doing this for many years, so I have a lot of practice and I've made plenty of mistakes. So what works for me might not work for you. I share the strategies and tips I've learned along the way in hopes that you will take and adapt them to fit into your lifestyle. So give yourself time to reap the rewards and make it a habit. I think that with any strategy, it's really important to keep at it long enough to experience the benefits, see the results, and form some new habits. Remember, it takes about 3 weeks to form a new habit. Weekly food prep is no different. Don't throw in the towel if it doesn't work out the first time, or even the first few times. Expect to make adjustments along the way. Food prep is about making your life easier. Sure, it takes a little effort and time up front, but it's worth it. It's so rewarding to open up the refrigerator door and see healthy, delicious meals and snacks ready to eat. It was a game changer for me, and I'm confident that it will be for you too. To be successful, here's an extra tip that I found to be helpful. Breaking up the menu. Freezing 1 or 2 meals each time you make a new recipe so that you can swap in something different throughout the week. If you're freezing, cook foods that have a lower water content, and you could add different sauces to a meal to change the flavor, or plan to eat out one night each week to give your taste buds a refresh. Pick a protein. Choose a protein that can be used in many different ways. For example, shredded chicken can be used for soups, chicken tacos, barbecue chicken sandwiches, Asian chicken wraps, or even white chicken chili. You can make large quantities in the crock pot, freeze the chicken without seasoning into individual or family-sized portions, and take it out when you need it. The prep is done because the chicken is already cooked and portioned. Just season it according to what you have a taste for that night. Try cooking in a different way, such as roasting instead of steaming, baking instead of sautéing, or grilling instead of frying. Try it in different shapes. This works well with the kids too, such as making noodles out of zucchini, mashing carrots into bread, or pureeing nuts into a sauce. Try dressing it up with some different oils, herbs, or spices. Good ones to try are coconut or sesame oil, thyme, mint, turmeric, or cumin. You can enlist a friend. Grab a friend or spouse to cook with you. Not only will the process go faster, but you'll be more likely to go outside of your comfort zone with different recipes. You might even think of a new meal idea together and can brainstorm ways to create a healthier version of a favorite dish. In-season produce is fresher and tastes better, sweeter when it's perfectly ripe. Fruits and vegetables have been naturally ripened on the vine or on the tree and harvested at just the right time. It will have much more flavor and nutrition. Most people have experienced that super juicy, perfectly sweet orange in winter or that crispy, sweet pineapple in summer. When transporting crops, it must be harvested early and refrigerated so that it doesn't spoil during transportation. Chilling reduces the flavor. And then when it gets to their destination, they might need to go into a hothouse to artificially ripen it before it goes onto the shelves. This process reduces the flavor and changes the texture and the taste. Imagine the flavorless tomatoes that aren't quite the right color red when they're out of season, as opposed to when they're in season. Farmers are harvesting a large abundance of produce due to the crops being in season. The cost of produce at that time will go down. When the produce is locally sourced, because it's in season in your area, then traveling expenses and storage are not required, therefore reducing the production costs that are then passed on to us, the customer. When we buy produce that's out of season, it's normally sourced from outside of the area that's in a different climate, and it needs to be stored for long periods of time so that people can have a variety of produce all year round. And those factors will push the price way up. Produce that's harvested, purchased, and consumed in season is higher in nutritional value, including antioxidants such as vitamin C, folate, and carotenes. These nutrients will rapidly decline when stored for long periods of time. You'll notice that local in-season fruits and vegetables will appear brighter and more vibrant in color. Organize the containers you have on hand in case you need something from the store. Make a grocery list. Grocery shop for the week. Peel and cut all raw vegetables for the week to put in lunches or to have as a snack. Healthy choices are way easier to make when they're ready to be eaten. Repeat the process for any fruit that requires to be eaten. Prep your protein meals. Make specific meats as alternating leftovers. Make items to store in the freezer and eat at a later time. And make your meat basics to be used a variety of ways throughout the week by changing up sauces or spices. Also, be patient with yourself. Like I said, I've had lots of practice and made my fair share of mistakes. What works for me might not work for you. I share the strategies and tips I've learned along the way in hopes that you will take and adapt them to fit into your lifestyle. I think that with any strategy, it's really important to keep going at it as long as you can to experience the benefits, see the results, and form a new habit. Weekly food prep's no different. Don't throw in the towel if it doesn't work the first time or the first few times. Expect to make some adjustments along the way. Food prep's about making your life easier. Sure, it takes a little effort up front, but it's worth it. It's very rewarding to open up the refrigerator door and to see healthy, delicious meals and snacks ready to be eaten. However, just like with any weight loss strategy, to be sustainable, to fit into your lifestyle, you have to do what works for you. If the only thing you want to do each week is to set up oatmeal for your breakfast, that's fine. Or you could portion out snacks to make that easier. Or maybe find it helpful to get your lunches ready and do some mason jar salads. Whatever will meet your needs, do that. Don't get bogged down with thinking it has to be done a certain way and be all or nothing. It's made a big difference for me, and I'm confident that it will make a big difference for you. So I have some final words of encouragement for you. When it comes to healthy meal prep or any other health-related goals, achieving a sense of success is important. When you experience success, you're likely to continue the same behavior. The meal prep process takes time, but imagine how good you'll feel when you can look back and see all the positive changes you've successfully made. So this is the end of Module 4. Next will be a meal prep video for garlic, rosemary, balsamic glazed pork. No need to grab a pen and paper. The recipe will be at the end of the video. In addition to the recipe, there's going to be a special list of interchangeable foods that will help you with meal prep ideas and keep you from getting bored eating the same things all the time. I would love to hear from you about how meal prep is going. Please let me know in our private Facebook site group, Total Transformation, or send me an email at laura@laurabazant.com. I can't wait to hear from you.